to episode 52, otherwise known as A Year in the Life of Two Girls Chirping.
Oh my gosh, wait, you're so right.
I know.
I didn't even put that together.
I might not do simple math, but I know that 52 weeks are in a year most of the time. Anyways, I'm Lauren, if you didn't know. Say that again, because I'm still talking.
I'm Abby, and I'm going to try not to talk when you talk.
That is something I have been consciously working on for like the last year.
The thing is, we grew up in a house of 4 women. We all talk over each other. I mean, there was a man there too, but like...
ADHD women.
Unmedicated.
Women. We're from the type of South where like, that's not a thing. We're all this way.
We all have ADHD. It's the social media.
Yeah.
Which probably.
I mean, the brain rot doesn't help, but I like to think it makes me more funny. Well, I forgot to put my socks on today, so we're just slippering it up. So
it's not like we're not in our home where you could go put socks on if you wanted to.
It just like felt I've got things to do. Okay, that is not on the list.
All good. Shall we get into the other 4 teams in the Metro Division?
Yes.
I think I'm actually going to call this series Take 2.
I want to say, if you have been with us for the full year, please comment or DM us. I just want to see.
I doubt that anybody has been around for the full year.
If you listened to our early episodes, there's a reason we're doing a re-recording.
Yes. And you would
I apologize.
You would know why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I'm going to call this series Take 2, by the way. I think I'm going to put it all in a playlist titled Take 2.
Okay. I like it.
Okay. Perfect. Who do you want to talk about first? Pick a number 1 through 4.
I want to talk about your hair because you're not going to want to do that because then when you edit, you're going to say, I'm bald. Your hair looks so good down.
My hair feels gross, though.
You washed it yesterday.
It's
not gross,
but then
and
it
doesn't
outside.
Look gross.
Okay, fine. I'll leave it down.
Just for the episode.
Okay.
You'll be happier. You'll like happier.
I'll just pick a team. Let's start with the New York Rangers.
Fuck it out. Do we have to?
We can start with the Flyers.
I mean, they've got Trevor now. Redemption.
They
coming.
do. That is true. So, yeah, let's start with the Philadelphia Flyers. Their motorsport equivalent, I said laps under a safety car. Do you want to explain what that is, or do you want me to do my explanation first?
You do your explanation, I'll fill in the gap.
Okay. Laps under a safety car. I don't think people really pay too much attention to them until the race starts going again. They kind of drag, but they do provide some entertainment in the form of media and commentators just shooting the shit and oftentimes bringing in random guests. It gives off the same vibes as the Draisaitl-Zegras media content.
Yeah, I think that's a good explanation.
Yeah.
I don't really think it needs explained anymore, but I can. A safety car happens when there's either like a weather issue where they're having to drive slower, or normally it's going to be for a crash as they clean up the debris on the track. No one can pass. You drive super slow. They're useless laps. Unless your strategy was done well where you can time your pit stop around the safety car. But that's about it.
Yeah.
No one really cares. They're great. They're always there.
They're always there.
One thing about them is they're always there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a nice break.
Sometimes. Yeah. So the Flyers have 2 Stanley Cups, 1974 and 75. They have played 57 seasons with 40 playoff appearances to have the highest ratio thus far of 70%.
And yet, what do they have to show for it?
I know. They have not made the playoffs the last 5 seasons.
I wonder if they like Coldplay. Specifically, when you try your best but you don't succeed. Lights will guide you home to Philly.
For some reason, I was thinking, and it was all yellow.
Also, your top is from Montreal.
Oh, and my top is yellow.
Should we move to Canada?
Should we? Their best season. Wow, Abby, I really skimped out on their notes.
There's not a lot to say.
I put best seasons plural because it's 1973 through 2004.
Dang, that's a lot of decades.
Where they were consistently one of, if not the best team in the division.
Yeah.
that has not been the case for the past 2 decades. But they were really good. Their worst season came in 2006-07 with the worst franchise record since the 60s. They also failed to secure the number 1 draft pick, which would have been Patrick Kane.
Dang, I forgot about that.
God, I really didn't put shit on here. Who to keep an eye out for? I put Matvei Michkov.
Well, now there's Trevor Zegras, too.
Trevor Zegras is there, too.
He has no excuse to not be good.
If you don't know the Zegras Drysdale, or not Drysdale.
Yeah, because you definitely said Drysdale earlier, and I was like...
I definitely meant Drysdale. That's my bad.
Can I do the summation? The summation?
Go for it, Queen.
Okay. It's giving long distance. It's giving second chance romance. So originally we had our 2 lover boys, Trevor and Jamie, and they played at Anaheim. Mm-hmm. And they were live, laugh, loving, life was giving. And then Jamie got torn away from Trevor and got exiled to Philly on the other side of the fucking country because...
Not that Anaheim's not also exiled. They were just put in 2 different exiles.
They were exiled apart. Being exiled together is a slay. Being exiled away is not. It's a flop. So then Trevor very openly was like, I miss my wife. Mm-hmm. I miss him. How is he? And we haven't really had, I mean, they've like, I think they've reunited like a couple times, but like, it's just not feasible. So then imagine the rejoicement of all Trevor and Jamie fans when Trevor gets to leave purgatory and be reunited with his original love, Jamie, in Philly.
He leaves purgatory, goes to exile.
And then that, like, it was either that day, it was within 24 hours. They were physically reunited. Trevor posted a picture, and he was cozied up next to Jamie.
I think that was an old picture. Also,
I don't care.
Within 24 hours, Drysdale hard launched his relationship. There was a lot of rumors.
Which is like...
A lot of people were like, he hard launched his relationship instead of posting about... Trevor Zegras, they're not friends anymore. I'm like, I don't think it's that deep.
It could be a Beard situation, you know? We don't really know. It's crazy timing.
He said my wife and my girlfriend.
If it's a book I'm reading, that's just a cover. That's just a cover because he got hurt because they got separated and lost touch, and he's putting up walls now that his boy is back. But slowly but surely, those walls are going to come crumbling down, and it's going to lead to an emotional climax where they reunite and are better than ever.
It's like Jericho.
Jericho?
That's
a Bible reference, y'all. The walls of Jericho come tumbling down when you circle 7 times around with your trumpets blaring. It's legendary. I don't know.
Okay, so they do have that going for them. Also, I want to say that the 2 of them played in the USA development program together, which would track. I know Trevor was there.
Even if they did, Trevor was in that Cole, Jack Hughes little throuple friendship. There was another one in there. Yeah, like their version of the core 4, the youth core 4. I can't remember the 4th. I feel like such an asshole. Jack, Cole, Trevor, who's the other one?
I can see his face.
He's also exiled far away from them.
I can see his face, and he resembles Drysdale, but he's not.
I've got to Google this. Okay. It's going to distract me. Hold, please. Why isn't it pulling anything up?
Go to Cole Caulfield's Instagram. He was on there the other day, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember if he posted that or if the Canadians posted it.
God, now they really get a lot of publicity for being a 3-man friendship. I don't want to hear your song. I just want to see your tags. That's his brother, Christian Dvorak.
What are you doing here?
Definitely not you.
Demo, I miss you. He was traded.
It's not any of these people that he posted the other day. I have no idea. I feel so bad. Please tell me. Please remind me. Oh well. Okay, let's move on if I can.
Well, you better.
I'm like looking at my mug.
He's not on there.
I know. Cole Caulfield isn't even on here because I didn't know about him yet.
Okay.
Little short king.
Who to keep an eye out for on the Flyers now? Matvei Michkov. He was very highly anticipated to play with the Flyers. He was drafted. We talked more about him in our rookie episode 27. Which honestly,
you just knew that?
I have it written down. I have it written. I have a cheat sheet right here.
I have it printed out.
I have it printed out.
That's a Formula One reference. I've explained that a couple times. I'll quote that forever.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I was thinking about, that episode doesn't feel that long ago. But if this is 52 and that was 27, that was so long ago.
I had that quote on as my phone case for like a solid year. That was a couple years ago. Are you talking about the player, or are you talking about
I'm talking about
quote?
episode 27.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like a little under half a year ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, he started this season. This was his first full season. He had 63 points, which is not bad for a rookie. He was in the race for the Calder. Lane Hudson's just incredible. Like,
did you hear me, Team USA? Lane Hudson is just incredible.
Yeah, and I think that they're going to kind of make him a backbone player. They need someone.
He's young. But he's got a strong back.
Yeah, they've got a very young core, though. So that's interesting. Some notable things. I have a couple nicknames written down for this team. The Broad Street Bullies, which was a nickname given to them, I think, in the 70s, because they would literally, if I remember correctly, the quote was they had a, quote, beat your face in mentality when it came to games.
And I like it.
For that time. Another nickname was the most cursed team in hockey, given to them by the ESPN. Somebody named them the most cursed team in hockey. Now, this may have been before the Blackhawks got themselves cursed, but they're up there.
Pre-Blackhawks curse or after?
After their 2 Stanley Cup wins in 74 and 75, so pre-Blackhawks curse.
They need to fix their karma.
Yeah. But the Flyers have just never been the same since they won those cups.
They need to lead a revival and sage. They need to do it all. I'm done.
They lost 6 straight Stanley Cup finals.
Ooh. That's gotta hurt.
Another notable thing, Gritty, the best mascot in the NHL.
I was about to say, I love their mascot, but I also love the Anaheim Ducks mascot.
Wild Wing. Mm-hmm. Wild Wing used to stay in our comment section once upon a time.
Yeah, I love an interactive admin page.
Yeah, I wish that... Never mind.
Come back to us. Come bother me, baby.
You get rid of Quinville, and I'll take you back, but that's just me. Next team, the New York Rangers.
Matt Rempe.
Their motorsport equivalent.
He is on the cup.
Their motorsport equivalent, I put Jos Verstappen. A very controversial and aggressive person, individual, team, whatever. They have made some crazy moves and said some crazy things. It seems very toxic, but they have also mastered Stockholm Syndrome when it comes to fans or Max. As much as I hate how they act or play, you have to admit that they have seen a lot of success from those actions. AKA Max may not have been as successful if his dad wasn't so aggressive towards him as a child.
That's a crazy way to say abusive.
Yeah. Originally, when we first filmed these, I had Red Bull, and I said, seems toxic from the outside, but everyone seems to be thriving because of the toxicity.
But are they thriving?
Well, that was originally. I don't know if they're really thriving, but you gotta admit, like, the Rangers play aggressive and physical and dirty, but they have, like, that's how they get success.
I agree. I think they have a lot of Helmut Marko in them as well, in that he is simply one of the worst people to currently exist in Formula One. Look him up.
Yeah, how is he even alive still?
Because you can't kill a cockroach. And he's scared of the afterlife because he knows what awaits him.
Yep.
But he, just in the aspect of, like, he talks shit about the young drivers all the time, has crazy high standards without giving them any form of support or development.
That's true.
And is very outspoken to the media and will just blame the drivers, takes no accountability for himself.
That's a very valid point.
I think they've got some helmet in them, specifically in their management.
I agree.
Chris Drury, if you will.
I agree.
Well, no, not Chris Drury. Management as a whole. It's not just him.
So they've got 4 Stanley Cups. Their last one came in 1994. So it's been a hot minute. It's been over 30 years now.
That's still more recent than the Flyers. Like 2 decades almost.
Yeah. Calm down. They are one of the original 6 teams. So this season will be their 100th season, which is kind of crazy. So far they've played 99. They've had 62 playoff appearances. That's a 63% rate of going to the playoffs. They don't typically make it past the conference finals. They normally are to the division or conference finals, and then they're out. Their best season actually was just a few years ago, 2023-2024. They had a franchise high of 55 wins.
Oh, dang.
Which is not bad at all. They went to the playoffs. They did lose in the conference finals to the Florida Panthers, who eventually won the Stanley Cup.
That's like being beaten by your younger brother.
I
Truly.
would love to ask, like, is it easier to lose to the eventual Stanley Cup champion, or is that harder? Would you have rather lost to just anybody else?
I think it's easier because at least you know, like, you were playing against the best team that year.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Especially
too.
if you put up, like, a valiant effort.
Yeah.
Now, if you just got straight dog walked, then it might not be something. It might be something you talk to your therapist about, not the media, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not an athlete. Haven't been in over a decade.
Felt. Their worst season was the 94
That can't be.
95 season. I put 94 or 45.
You were really doing something. Do you think you meant 94 through 95? Like 4 to 5?
I think I did because they won the Stanley Cup in 94. So I think it's 94-95 season. That's what I'm going to go with. They only won 6 games.
Did you say that was their worst season?
Mm-hmm. Because they only won 6 games.
Embarrassing.
It was a shorter season. There were only 50 games, so that's why I'm kind of like, maybe it was the 44 or 45 season.
And you see, that's like what? 10% almost?
That's still awful. That's awful.
I know. It's not great.
Yeah. Don't ask me what was going on that season for them because I don't know. They were cursed, I think.
Hey, Rangers, what was going on that season?
What was going on?
You can tell me. It's kind of a safe space. I've got Matt Rempe on my cup.
I've got to know what season that actually was. That's going to bother me. Please hold.
Great. But what's your name, sir? Alex Turcotte?
Alex Turcotte!
Thank you, TikTok. TikTok strikes again. I would have never guessed that. I actually haven't heard his name since you originally told me about him.
Dude, I don't know if I've said his name. What is he doing these days? It doesn't really matter.
I don't know.
I found it. It's the 1943-44 season where they won 6 games. So that's a long time ago, but still. What was going on? Was there like a world war going on or something?
I don't know, Abby. Do you think there was a world war going on in the early 90s?
Girl, I don't know. That's why I asked you.
No. We've only had 2 world wars. Do you remember what years?
I don't
1914 and 1918 and 1936 to 1945.
So, yeah, there was a world war going on.
In the 90s?
You said 1930s to 1945. That's what you just said.
There's not a war going on in the 90s.
1930s to 1945. That season was 1943 through 44.
Oh, I thought you said 1993 to 1994.
No.
That's all. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There you have it. Miscommunication.
That's all gotta get cut.
I think leave it in.
Oh, my dog.
What do you think, viewers?
What do you think? You don't get a choice because if you're seeing it, you're seeing it. Otherwise, you'll never know.
The reason they only won 6 games is because everyone was drafted.
Yeah, it's because they were at
participating in war.
Yep, that'll do it, actually.
Oh, sorry, my nose is so itchy today.
No, you're fine.
Sinuses are coming for me again.
Their top player, which this is coming after I just called him overrated.
Who?
I put Igor Shesterkin because you're nothing without your goaltender.
But he can be the best on that team.
Yeah, That's true.
That real shitty team.
Zivanejad is also a really good player. He stepped up in a big way after the Trouba trade, and they were they were awful before the Trouba trade. He kind of stepped into that role, and
they had a real redemption arc towards the end of the season. It was looking a bit hairy on if they were going to get a playoff seat.
Yeah.
But hey, fuck you guys, you didn't make it.
Oh.
Hey, you think you can procrastinate and just show up in the fourth quarter and get to the playoffs? No.
No. Who to keep an eye out for? JT Miller.
Oh my God, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Dang, I can't believe the Canucks did him so wrong. Never mind.
He is returning home for his first full season in New York. He played for them. He was traded away in 2018 when they entered a rebuild. He is now back for his first full season this year. It's exciting. Weak points as an organization, they say they have a lot of loyalty within the organization. I don't buy it, at all.
Where's the loyalty?
They have traded 2 captains away in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Strengths and the hardest thing about playing them.
Fighting the internal demons within the organization.
I said they will, suffocate you. Just on the ice. They just kill a play so easily.
I would say
they play hard and fast.
I would say one of their strongest strengths is their uniforms are really cute. They're classic.
We're going to have to agree to disagree.
That's okay. I can do that.
A notable thing about the organization, Jack Drury's uncle is the current general manager for now.
Chris Drury.
Yeah, Chris Drury. I said I feel like they need to move on from him if they don't have a better season this year. The 2024 playoffs as well, they were knocked out by the Panthers. And I feel like ever since that, they've just regressed.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, shit, you've gotten rid of a lot of the players. Get rid of the management. That's what's next.
I mean, you can only trade away so many players before you have to recognize that it's a management problem.
It's a Red Bull atmosphere. For sure. Because the problem can never be the management. The problem is always the players.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 2 things that happened. So we just took a little break real quick. I was just scrolling while we were on our break, and look who is walking into camp together. Trevor Zegras and Jamie Drysdale.
Yes.
Crazy.
Jamie kind of looks, he's kind of going for a Ben Affleck look these days. And that he looks haggard as hell. Where's his Dunkin' in his hands?
His Dunkin'.
Because Ben Affleck always has a Dunkin' donut coffee in his hand.
I can't say I pay attention to Ben Affleck.
I can't stand that man, but I also can't seem to escape him.
I avoid him like the plague, and it works. Also, when I was scrolling, Taylor Heisey, so she's engaged, right? She's wedding dress shopping right now, and she brought the Walter Cup with her.
Period.
And yes.
Period, poo.
Love her.
Cup eats first.
Cup eats first.
Also, Trevor looks great. He's got some color on his face. He looks happy to be alive and thriving.
Yes. And that's for the people that said they're not friends. They were arriving together.
Do you think it's a coincidence they just walked in together?
They were practically holding hands. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke. The Washington Capitals.
Oh, a team that initially I hated.
Yeah. This one was hard to pin down, but I put Red Bull's villain era. Fans love them, haters hate them. That's so common. I honestly could have just taken that out. They can be jerks on ice, but they are so dominant that people can't really do anything about it. The on and off ice personalities of the drivers and the players could not be more different from each other. If you want to be assaulted, just make one negative comment and watch the fan base react. But I mainly put them because they're really freaking good and they're brutal on ice. Max Verstappen was harsh on track, but off ice and off track, they seem to be very good people. A lot of people have trouble separating the different personalities.
I definitely think that's Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Specifically his Mad Max era.
Yeah.
Because he was a fucking menace. Nico Hulkenberg is... No, not Nico Hulkenberg. Other Nico. Lewis's Nico.
Rosberg.
I knew it was a Berg. Couldn't remember which
Berg.
one.
It's a Nico and a Berg.
I was like, which blonde Nico? Which blonde German Nico am I talking about? Yeah, he put that man into retirement. He's actually haunted.
Yeah.
But look, I didn't like them because the first time I saw them play was them absolutely committing crimes against humanity against my teams. And then their fan base told us that they want us to die.
Yeah.
Half of them told us that we should kill ourselves and die. And then the other half was like, this is why we like them. This is some of the work they do. Like, look into it.
The girly pops came through with the great things about the Capitals organization and players. Mm-hmm. Now, there were just some men that thought that the world would be a better place without us in it. And felt the need to tell us that instead of just scrolling. But that's fine.
And somehow that's not harassment or bullying.
Yeah.
Per Instagram.
Yeah.
And TikTok.
Yep.
Fuck that. Anyways, they did grow on me. They grew on me when they got Ryan Leonard. Because if there's one thing I love to see, it's a baby NHLer being taken on and cared for by the team. Like a pack. Like, they took him to the bar. They were vibing with him. They protected him. Mm-hmm. They were like, we're excited about this dude. Yeah. We love him. And then Tom Wilson, after I saw a couple of videos that were sent to us by the girlies with, like, his philanthropy work and his, like, work for the community, I was like, you know what?
Please don't like
And he's early. He showed up early. Yeah. Also, Dylan Strome. I love that man. How can you not? After I put those little dots into place, I was like, all right, they're not that bad. They're not any worse than any other team that I like.
True.
I just tend to not like teams that play that aggressive. I agree. But they have rights. And they have a Pride jersey, which is actually pretty cute for this season, and obviously a Pride night. So they deserve at least one right in my book. I'll like them. I'll give them a little pass. They're not getting VIP tickets, but general admission for sure.
Yeah. So they've only got one Stanley Cup, which is kind of crazy
to me. Which is a damn shame.
Right? 2018.
Oh.
Yeah.
I honestly thought for sure that if the Panthers didn't win this year, that they were going to win.
Yeah, I think they would have.
Yeah.
I think they would have beat the Oilers.
I agree.
So they have 51 seasons with 34 playoff appearances, so 67%. Second highest in the division.
Ooh, papa.
I can't believe the Flyers are highest in the division.
They've been around for so long.
They have been around for a long time.
It's not a fair advantage.
Yeah. Meanwhile, no one in this division has been around longer than the Rangers, and they're not up there.
They don't deserve to be.
The Capitals typically go to the conference finals. They're very good in playoffs. Even past that point, they're pretty good, but they do have trouble getting to the finals. They've only actually been to the finals twice.
That's shocking.
Isn't it? I agree. Their best season I put as the 2015-2016 season. Now, this is just based off of record. Obviously, they didn't win a Stanley Cup this one, but they did have a great record of 56 wins. They were 56, 18, and 8.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a very good record. And they lost in round 2 of the playoffs to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
That's okay. Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
He deserves to win.
Yeah. The 2003-2004 season, a little attention-seeking talk.
I know.
The 2003-2004 season I labeled as their worst. They have a record of 23-46-10.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Not as embarrassing as 6 wins, but that is under very special circumstances.
There was a war going on.
A war is an understatement.
Yeah. Which, honestly, it makes so much sense. That season kicked off a 3-year playoff drought. They did have one season with just 22 wins, but they still made the playoffs. So even though they had one extra win this season, I was like, they didn't make the playoffs.
Freaking how did they make the playoffs with that?
Do you remember that stretch of 3 seasons where the NHL was so bad?
Yeah.
That you could win hardly anything and still make it?
Yeah. I do recall that.
Yeah. Their first seasons were quite rough as well, all of them. All of the first 3 or 4. They had 8 wins in just their first season.
Yikes.
And only 11 wins in their second.
But we're double digits then. Yeah. But like I give you like 3 to 5 years to establish yourself as a franchise. I give some grace.
Yeah. Those are why I didn't pick those. Their top player, Ovechkin. There's no competition in that.
Yeah.
He's an incredible player. I don't even he beat out Crosby for the Rookie of the Year, which is it's crazy to me that they were rookies at the same time because they don't look to be the same age anymore.
Ovechkin looks so much older than he is, and it's only because of his little silver fox hair.
Yes, I agree. He also has the most goals in NHL history, a record we saw beaten.
Live. We saw it beaten live.
We did.
They rolled out a freaking carpet. They literally said, stop the clock, roll out the carpet, give your speeches, team pictures. Okay, let's play.
Halfway through a period, too. And
it was so weird.
That was like a fever dream to see. Literally scored. Everything stopped. What the you didn't wait till like the end of the game? I would have thought they would have waited till the end of the game, but...
Yeah, that was our first time seeing a record broken.
That's also a massive record to break.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky almost cried.
Yeah, which was crazy.
That's before I knew he was an ops.
Who to keep an eye out for? Ryan Leonard. He only played 17 games this past season, 8 of which were playoff games.
I'm just keeping my eye out for him.
I could tell.
I think isn't he like 18? Is he a little older? I can't recall.
I think that he went through college. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I know he's a baby.
But I feel like they're doing a good job developing him.
I agree.
Crazy enough, if you develop your young players, you set yourself up for further success in the future. It's kind of crazy.
It is the wildest thing.
It is fascinating.
It's how you maintain a franchise. It could be argued.
Yep. Some people should really take note of that. Rangers.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down.
And he also just looked like he was having fun, which is one of my favorite things to see.
I feel like that's how your rookie season should be. He's 20.
I hate how Jack's rookie season went. Yeah. I bear so much ill will towards that.
Yeah.
He's 20?
Yes, he's 20. He's a January baby.
January when? 13th?
21st. 2005.
Hey, they just keep getting younger, you know?
I don't know if any of y'all are tennis fans, but yesterday I found out that I am older than Yannick Sinner.
Yannick Sinner's only 22. He's my
24.
age. Oh my god, yeah, you're right. Let me show my bitch ass up.
I am older than him.
Only by like 7 months.
It still matters though, and I'm like, my god.
Well, maybe you should have been an athlete and you could be a McMillionaire.
That wasn't going to happen. You saw me in sports. Do you think I was ever going to go pro?
You were a professional quitter.
Period.
You would quit so fast.
I'm the youngest child. That's my right.
God, I remember when you came home after literally your first day of soccer and cried and begged Mom to let you quit until she did because we had already worn her down so much.
Yeah, they didn't put me and my best friend on the same team. And it was soccer through church. Like, it's not...
Yeah, it's not even real soccer.
It was, like, upward soccer. They didn't put Christy and I on the same team, so why would I want to play?
And that's facts.
I was only doing it with my bestie.
That's facts.
Yep. Okay, back to hockey. Strengths as an organization, they are a very physical team. They play very hard. Yeah, that's enough about that.
I feel like they are what the Rangers think they are.
Yes.
The current Rangers.
Because as hard as the Capitals play, outside of a couple people, they still play clean.
Yeah. Tom Wilson being the number one offender.
McMichael.
That bitch ass. I hate that. I'm sorry. I have ill will towards him.
Also, strengths as an organization, Ovi.
Yeah. Literally, yeah.
Literally, he could just stand in one spot on ice and just hit one-timers over and over again, and that's
what he does.
And that's all that he needs to do.
And it works every time.
He's so good at it. Weak points as an organization, they do take some unnecessary penalties because of their aggressive play, but it's not all the time.
They're not great at de-escalating.
They are not good at de-escalating or compartmentalizing.
They love to lose their shit.
Yeah.
They're very combustible.
Once they make a dirty play, all bets are off for the rest of the game.
Because if you reciprocate, they don't see it that way.
No.
They're like the most toxic ex ever. It doesn't matter that they started it. It's all your fault, and they're going to absolutely have a bench brawl.
It's like some people saying they want to go non-contact and then forcing everybody in your friend group to be around you anyways.
We don't have to get into that.
Notable things as an organization, they have won 14 division titles since 89.
Oh, that's good.
Is really good. That's why I'm like, they're so good. I can't believe they haven't won more cups.
Maybe they'll win this upcoming season.
I prefer someone else to. Girl, you keep hitting my foot.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, my foot's going this way, your foot's going that way. We're going to have to meet in the middle. Like,
Also,
you're the physical touch one.
It's just the fact that you're bopping your foot, so you're going... And I'm like about to take your slipper off and throw it across the room.
But then it would be my bare toe touching you.
It's hidden behind the ottoman anyways.
That's an example of the war crimes that the Capitals commit.
No, because if I was a Capital, I would have taken that microphone.
I'm the Capital.
Oh. In our original episode of the Capitals, I said that they were planning to move the team to Virginia by 2028.
I forgot about that. Is that true?
So that is no longer happening.
Good.
The team owner at the time had made a partnership with the governor of Virginia, but they have voided that contract and are at least staying in Washington until 2050.
They have such a big fan base.
Yeah.
Are they in D.C.? I thought they were in the state of Washington.
No, they're in Washington, D.C.
We have this debate every time. Hey,
Yes.
How's the occupation going?
Moving on. Pittsburgh Penguins!
Yes!
I love them. I'm actually wearing Pittsburgh yellow.
Should I go get my Nailers jersey on?
No. I mean, actually, yeah, forget they're an affiliate. If you want to, I don't care.
No, that's too much.
Okay. The Pittsburgh Penguins motorsport equivalent. There's some throw up behind that.
Called acid reflux.
It's that fireball shot from last night coming back to haunt me.
You're crazy for mixing your liquors.
Yeah.
I've taught you better than that.
I mean, I felt fine. It's not like I even got tipsy.
Yeah.
Fireball's fake alcohol. That's not real. That's basically candy for adults.
Fireball is repulsive.
I love Fireball.
Let's get back on track.
Okay, Pittsburgh Penguins motorsport equivalent, the British Grand Prix. Iconic, historic, and a crowd pleaser. They have some of the greatest of all times. They also bring a lot of skill despite typical delays, whether it be rain delays or playoff droughts. But they're still a fun watch. They have some big stars and, like, as in celebrities. And it's all done with class instead of flash.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
They just give off the same vibes.
The people we're talking about are Lewis Hamilton, which is one of the greatest drivers in F1 history.
I think he is, like, one of the most decorated, if not the most decorated at this time.
In terms of what?
Like, championship titles. He's got the most championship titles out of everybody.
Oh, yeah, he's a 7-time world champion.
Yeah.
He's knighted. He's that bitch. He's him.
Knighted. He is him.
That's Sir Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
Then we've got Lando, who's a rising star. Mm-hmm. He is in a current championship battle with his teammate Oscar.
Yeah.
So one of them is definitely going to win this year.
I think Oscar.
I hope Oscar.
Yeah.
And Alex, technically.
Yeah, technically. George.
Kind of. George.
Russell.
He's such a classy guy. Outside of the car, he's an absolute pain in the arse in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And the British Grand Prix is one of the most historic races in F1, so naturally a lot of celebrities come out to it. Which
it's so expensive.
It's so expensive. But they come to it like with so much class, whereas Miami has a lot of celebrities come out to it that just don't know anything about Formula One. I'm jealous. it's coming from a place of jealousy, but it's also Miami just isn't as classy as...
God, no. Completely different.
Yeah. Not to say that they're not both fun. They're just very different vibes.
Mm-hmm.
The Pittsburgh Penguins have 5 Stanley Cups. 91 and 92. 09. 2016 and 2017.
Dang, I forget about the recent ones.
Yeah, me too. Literally me too.
I always forget about those.
They've played 57 seasons and made 37 playoff appearances. They've missed the last 3.
Mm-hmm.
For a 64.9%. Why didn't I just round up to 65%? I don't know.
64.9? Because it's not 65.
Because it's not 65.
And I'm an accountant. Exact numbers only.
Yeah. However, in the playoffs, they are typically out in round 1.
If they're not going to win it, they're not going to stay in it.
Yeah. So their best season I've put as their 05-06 season, strictly because they just 2 seasons prior, they had filed bankruptcy. Their second bankruptcy had just happened. Mario Lemieux had a comeback.
Are you going to explain who Mario Lemieux is and everything? I think you should.
Okay, Mario Lemieux, the saving grace of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Literally.
So if you don't know much about the Pittsburgh Penguins, I'll summarize it. There's more details in our old episode, obviously.
We stand him.
They've had financial problems. And around the first time that they filed for bankruptcy, they were either going to have to move or just like literally dissolve as a franchise. But they drafted Mario Lemieux. I think he was first overall.
I think so.
Don't hold me to it if not. But he came in. He brought in a ton of fans because they were super excited to see him play in the NHL, which generated revenue. I think they won a cup. If not, they definitely turned their franchise around, and he led that team to a lot more success than they had had in so long. Well, then he retires.
He saved him from bankruptcy twice when he played, right?
I'm about to get to it.
I'm just trying to remember.
He retires. The franchise had drafted Sidney Crosby, but they were about to file bankruptcy again. Their biggest debtor being to Mario Lemieux because they were still paying him for his contract. So he, with a group of investors, buy the Pittsburgh Penguins. And he was like, you know what? Forget about my debt, which was the majority of what they owed. And he helped them pay back every penny to everybody that they owed money to, which never, ever happens in bankruptcy files.
Out of his own pocket. And they owed him like 30. It was over. Oh my God.
It was a lot. They owed him a lot of money.
Multi-millions.
And the Penguins stayed in Pittsburgh, and he saved the franchise a second time. He also made a comeback and played alongside Sidney Crosby in the 05-06 season. They weren't the best. They missed playoffs for the 4th season in a row, but just the fact that the two of them played at the same time.
Well, it's just crazy their parallels because he saved the organization one time just by being drafted and playing.
Yeah.
Sidney saved the organization by being drafted and just playing.
Yeah.
Mario came back and basically not trained. Well, he came back and helped develop Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
And they got, I think like at one point Sidney lived with him.
Crosby lived with him his first, I think, 3 seasons in the NHL.
Yeah, so he helped create what is Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
They've got just a beautiful history together. You should look into it.
It's great.
You can just watch our prophecy at it. So he's Papa Penguin. Also, R.I.P. to Pete the Penguin, because I did not forget that he died.
So that was one of my notable things. Pete the Penguin was the team mascot when they were first founded. A live penguin that got pneumonia and died because he was not a northern penguin. He was a southern penguin, and so he couldn't take the cold. He died. They stuffed him and displayed him in the lobby. And then after one game, he was gone. Someone stole him. And they put out, like, posters that people put out for missing pets. And I think there was, like, a $10,000 reward for Pete the Penguin. They never found him again. I'm convinced that he is in some grandma's basement that picked him up at an estate sale somewhere.
fucked up.
It's crazy.
Dark history. So dark that I remembered it.
Yeah. So their worst season I put as the 83-84 season. They were going through their first bankruptcy, and they had the worst record in the league for the second season in a row with only 16 wins. Now, they did get Mario Lemieux, so that is an upside.
Which bankruptcy was it when the IRS literally chained the doors to the
It
stadium?
was the first one.
Okay.
The IRS literally seized their assets.
We're not great at financials in that organization.
Yeah. Do you want to take a guess who I put as their top player?
Mary Lemieux.
Active.
Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, Sidney Crosby. Do I need to expand on that?
He's him. Look him up if you're not familiar.
I wonder how he feels about being like that bitch. If it registers in his head that...
Of course he knows he's that bitch.
Yeah. Strengths as an organization, Sidney Crosby. Also, they are so loyal. Mm-hmm. Like, they are the loyalty that the Rangers say they have.
Them and Boston, I think, have two of the most loyal fan bases.
I agree.
To me.
They give off the same energy. Weak points as a team and an organization, finances. I feel like they're also, at least right now, kind of struggling. I think that it's time for them to start bringing in younger players.
Yeah, for sure.
And developing those younger players while they still have Malkin and Crosby and all of these greats. You need to do that now. And I think they've got Rucker McGroarty played alongside Crosby. But I feel like the majority of their team is in their later years of hockey.
Yeah, they need to revamp.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't pay enough. You have Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
There is so much that these young players can learn just watching him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it. Bring in the youth.
And he is such a good leader. You can just tell that he is approachable, probably gives great advice. Like, take advantage of it now. Please. Back to my notable things. I had a heart attack when I was scrolling through their roster trying to see what young players they had going on. And they have a player named Sebastian Aho. And for a second, I was like, did I miss something? I had to check that it wasn't our Sebastian Aho.
I swear to God. They can't trade our unofficial captain.
I was about to have a panic.
My heart was going tachycardia.
That honestly would have been my last straw. I don't know. Mario Lemieux, I was going to talk about him anyways. Also, do you remember Mario Lemieux had a bunch of health problems? He had been diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
On his last day of treatment, he literally got his treatment and flew to Philadelphia to play in a game that night because he was so anxious to get back. Also, his flight kept getting delayed over and over and over again, so he just booked a private jet.
Because he's him.
Yeah, because he wanted to be there. And he had a standing ovation by the Flyers crowd, which is a massive, not
very
ally.
Respectful.
What is not an ally?
Rival. They're rivals.
Which is a big rival of the Penguins. And they gave him a standing ovation. Live, laugh, love.
I would cry.
Yeah, I could if I really thought about it enough. Is that all the teams?
That's all 4.
And that's the Metro Division.
We did all that, and Luke Hughes still doesn't have a contract. But his bitch ass is at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, maybe he'll have a contract by the time this comes out. Because we are, I'm sure you've noticed, we're pre-recording. Just like schedule-wise.
I have a horrible 2 months ahead of me.
Just with clinicals and school and work, it's just going to be easier to pre-record some stuff.
So this will come out on our 1-year anniversary.
Yes.
Happy birthday to us.
We should have I have cookies. Should we have a cookie?
No.
They're oatmeal. You wouldn't like them.
Yeah, you lost me at oatmeal. No, thank you. Well, thank you for being with us on this journey. We will be back at some point.
Yeah. I mean,
we're not going anywhere.
You're going to get an episode from us every week.
Yeah, don't worry.
And we're still active on our socials.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Bye.